What? We're live. Look who I've got here. Carolyn Acuna, my right-hand girl for images and videos and all that wonderful, wonderful stuff. I'm going to get us to have a couple of minutes worth of a chat, because usually it takes that long for anybody to jump into the live. But for those of you watching the replay, just move us across, move us down. All right, let me get something here. That will, oh, hold on, that didn't work. That will do. my internet's so slow. If I actually get cut off, I'm glad that I've got you around, because that means that you'll be able to keep on talking and keep people occupied.
Yeah, well, Saturday night everyone's probably streaming.
Yeah, I think that's the problem. So create your video is the topic for tonight, and if you were around about 4 hours ago, this is what we were doing. We were talking about video scripts, and I know you didn't watch us, Kaz, but you already know what I was talking about, because we've been talking about this and implementing it for a long, long time. And essentially what I did was I went through copyAI, and I played a little bit with some of the settings, and I put some of Debbie's awesome product into it, and it spat out some amazing copy, and I turned that into a script. So we've already got a script, and now the next artificial intelligence tool that we're going to use is InVideo.
Yeah.
And
so how long were you doing this? How long the scripts were you were doing? They were just short.
Yeah, so what I did was around about 10 words times 8 scenes. So I've got I've got 8 phrases of about 10 words each, and that's a little bit long, really, I reckon. But yeah, I'm hoping that everybody will come up with something that's a little bit better on video. And hey, everybody can test it. Like, it's first of all, you get a free trial, so give it a go, and
you can always lengthen it or shorten it to what suits anyway.
Absolutely. But when you actually go in, you finish it. I find that I do so many edits even after I've finished it that yeah, it's just playing around with it and trying to make sure that it looks as good as you would like it to look, but also as good as it would actually work from a marketing perspective. So that was the marketing side of things. Now, InVideo is also artificial intelligence, and what I was telling everybody earlier today was that it's a tool that will that can substitute Vidnami. So a lot of people are using Vidnami, and I don't know if you heard the news about a week ago or so. GoDaddy bought them out, and they're killing the software. GoDaddy's bloody, yeah.
GoDaddy's a cow. It does what it wants.
Yeah. So they're killing the software off, and I think that from what I've seen between the two, I've only briefly and not very frequently used Vidnami. I play with all the tools. I at least get a free trial of everything. I buy 1 month's worth, and then I go away from it if I'm not happy with it or if I haven't used it well enough. But InVideo I've stuck with. But InVideo is, first of all, much cheaper than Vidnami, especially with the discount link that I've given everybody above, below, somewhere in the group. Just go and check it out and find the InVideo, link, and that'll give you 50% off. But apart from the fact that it's cheap as chips, oh, for freaking hell! I've seen other people advertise it who partnered up with InVideo. I don't know how I managed to get the 50% off because nobody's got more than 25.
Your magic way with words.
I did. Abhilash was so good to me and so generous. He's amazing. So I think that it's the best deal on the market today, but it's also worth gold. It is really, really worth gold. It actually does do the job for you. So even if you manage to put in some phrases, and I mean probably not for what we're doing here, but even if you just put in some phrases and you let the artificial intelligence do the job, even out of the box without touching it, if you've got a video that you want to just put in for some kind of advertising or something, it will actually work. You don't have to
Videos
do
will sell your products. They definitely help.
Artificial intelligence. Yeah. It is awesome. I'm loving it.
So clever. Yeah, it's amazing.
Look, I know you're smarter than me and you actually come up with ideas all of the time. My brain doesn't work anymore. It's just decided it's going to shut up on me. So having that is just really, really good because it allows me to get ideas when I need them, and it brainstorms with me, and it does a great job. All right. So essentially the steps to do it is select text to video. It's a specific little thing in video, and I'm going to show you how in a minute. You select wide video. Amazon actually takes 16:9, which is pretty standard for videos. It's the wide video.
Yeah, 920, 1080. Yeah.
Choose one of the templates and then just copy and paste your script. And then you just let the AI do the work. And then you go in and you tweak it, because now you've got to put in your own little tweaks with your own little images and what have you.
Now, it creates everything from your a template it's got, and then it's done. It
actually puts video and images in there. It actually puts video and images in it. And there's a couple of things that I love about InVideo that other platforms don't have. And obviously a lot of people are going to be using iMovie. A lot of people have already got tools that they're using. But the great thing about InVideo is, number one, that it's connected with iStock, and you've got unlimited videos, images, and music that you can choose.
Which is important. Yeah.
It just takes away all of the load. The smaller plan allows you to download 10. I think the other one is pretty much unlimited, or if it's not unlimited, you're never going to hit the mark. It's a really good tool to have, even if all you're using it for is the stock images and the stock.
Which is awesome. Can you add your own video sound, or
absolutely you can upload all your own files? So
even if you want to do a voiceover, you could add it to it.
So usually what I upload is just images, and I'm gonna there's a caveat at the end. I'm going to show what I've done with Debbie's video, and I haven't done a great job because all that Debbie gave me was your finished images, the ones that you completed, which were all like square with text in them and what have you. That is not ideal. What you do want is 16:9 images and 16:9 short video clips if you can get them. So for instance, what I would like Debbie to do is to grab the dice, throw them on the floor, and take a 5-second clip of the dice falling on the floor, right? And then take some of the images that you've taken of, say, the product on the ground with a couple of kids or something, and give me a wide 16 by 9 image of that. Now, quite frankly, I didn't really need that much because most of the video wasn't even about the product. The product comes in the end as the solution to a problem. So really, there's only 1 or 2 scenes where I actually need something like that. But where you did all of Julio's images and you also gave him some clips, I used those in Julio's video, and that came out amazing. And I'm going to show everybody the results at the end, and I'm hoping that that everybody's going to realize how easily you can actually make those kinds of videos. Now, by the end of this webinar, I'm hoping that everybody should have a good understanding of how to use InVideo. That's what I'm using here. I want you to see how great the quality of the ads are going to be through InVideo. Yes, there are going to be professional videos that are going to come from Kaz or from another videographer or somebody that actually knows the art a lot better of videographing. But from the point of view of having a marketing video that does the job and that actually converts, this InVideo is enough. It's more than enough to do what we need it to do. And this is the same structure that I use to create video ads, so I know that it actually works. I can see a Facebook user. Guys, I can't see your name unless you actually click on that link in the video description that says to allow StreamYard to show your name in the group. It's a privacy setting from Facebook groups. But thank you very much for turning up right at the right time. And I'm hoping that we're going to get a few more people here who are going to, Julio, I'm going to be using your video right at the end as an example. I've done such a great job with that one in less time than what I did to do Debbie's, because I did really play around with that one. You did it earlier. Do I have to do it for all sessions? No, you've done it fine. You only do it once, and it allows StreamYard to see you in all groups you're in, not just mine. So if you do go into another Facebook group and somebody's using StreamYard, they'll be able to show your name as well on their screen if you go in and you comment. All right, so Julio, I'll be showing that, and hopefully that'll be really good too. All right, let's see. What I'm going to be showing you in this webinar is how to nail the creative part of your video. And as Kaz already knows, say it, Kaz.
No, you do. I'm not saying that. You have creative. Everyone's creative.
I don't have a creative bone in my body. I do not have a creative little bone in my body. I am the least creative person in the room. But InVideo does help me look professional. Artificial intelligence rocks. I'm also not tech savvy when it comes to video tech. As you know, I'm paying for Adobe Premiere and everything else Adobe, and I have no clue how to use it. And on top of that, I really have never mastered any kind of video software. This I can't tell you that I've mastered InVideo. I know a lot of people in the Branding by Intent program that are doing 100 times better than what I do in using, tweaking, and creating videos with InVideo. But out of the box, what comes out from the templates is good enough for me not to have to learn everything that goes with using InVideo. So it's just amazing to have that kind of technology at my disposal. And I've still managed to create some excellent videos lately that I can even be proud of.
Yes, you have.
And it is what it is. It works. So let's get started. The first thing that I want to start with is the video itself. I want you to go to InVideo, get your free trial by using privatelabelaustralia.com.au/InVideo. Hey, Mary. Mary's the only one that has actually uploaded her script. Nobody else actually done the work and uploaded it. So hey, shout out to Mary that's done the work. We're gonna comment on that in a minute as well. So yes, you are, Mary. You're very visible. All right, so go to privatelabelaustralia.com.au. Go to privatelabelaustralia.com.au/InVideo. That will take you to InVideo. I'm clicking in the wrong place, and you get a free trial with that link. And then if you decide to buy it, use Kelly50 for 50% off. It's as low as, depending on how much you're going to use it, it's as low as $7.50 US per month with this coupon. It can't get freaking cheaper than that.
Can't get a coffee for that.
I mean, seriously, $7.50 a month. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculously cheap with that coupon. I tell you, Abelash must be kicking himself. One day he's just going to cut me off. So get it while it's still around.
Get in quick.
So do you remember Debbie's product? We did that earlier, and that's the one, the kids exercise dice. We also did the copyAI script, and I'm going to show it to Kaz, who wasn't around and didn't watch the video afterwards. Everybody's got a social life except for me this weekend. and the Sydney people that are in lockdown. That's another thing. So hey, Sydney people.
Sorry, Sydney.
Sorry. We all know it's we've gone through it, a year and a half of it. So essentially I did put this stuff into it, and then the ones that were here this morning saw what kind of stuff it spat out. And from there on, Mary's in Sydney, I think. She's a captive audience. From there on, it spat out some really wonderful text, and what I've done is I've cut it down. So, Mary, I'm going to go to yours as well in a minute, but I've already commented on it. What you need to do is make it shorter. Imagine that these phrases are actually going to come onto the screen. You want them to be short. You want somebody who's watching that scene for about 4 or 5 seconds to be able to read that sentence, and you want the whole thing to make sense within a few words. I've kept it to around about 10 words. If you're better than me and you can cut more, I'm really bad at editing and cutting out, but if you're better than me, you can do it with even less words. So you can try and get the whole meaning of one thought process or one part of that framework that we've used, you can try and get it into 4 or 5 or 6 words kind of thing. So absolutely play with that and try and get it even shorter. So what we've done here with Debbie's was, have your kids been inactive at school and at home? So that's the pain. That's the pain that parents are going through. The kids are inactive, whether it's at school, they're sitting down in class all day or in front of a screen, and then there's at home, same thing on the couch and what have you. Then we're making them, we're agitating that pain. The way that we're agitating it is we're giving them more context into why that's a bad thing. And hours of screen time are not good for growing bodies. That's another phrase that is just agitating that first one. And then physical activity is important to their development. We're agitating it even more. We want them to be physical and to have activities to do. It doesn't have to be hard to get kids excited with active play. I love any phrase in marketing copy that starts with, it doesn't have to be hard, because essentially what we're telling them, we're preempting them that we're going to make it easy for them to get kids excited with active play, because the only way that they can actively play is if they're excited about that activity. Cavalico kids come in. So here's the solution. Cavalico kids exercise dice engage kids of all ages. So we're just telling them that, you know how we said they're not getting excited? Now here we go. We're going to engage them. Kids love to roll the animal, to jump, bounce, skip, and lots more. And this is a phrase that I made up with the AI software. But I'm hoping that Debbie can actually use it, because I have no idea how that roll the animal thing goes, because I took it out of her listing and I fed it to the AI, and the AI spat that out. Kids love to roll the animal, to jump, bounce, skip, and lots more. Encourages creativity, improves coordination and motor skills. That's another thing that parents want for their kids. They want their kids to be creative. They want them to be coordinated. They want them to get motor skills to develop in the right way and what have you. And lastly, there's the solution. Getting the kids active is easy again. So I've got 8 scenes here. I've got 8 amazing scenes here that I can actually feed to the AI and see what it comes up with. All right, let me see if I've got any more. No, I'm not going to see you tomorrow. No, we're not done yet. No.
That's it, folks.
That was the end of my slides, not the end of the day. I'm still hoping to actually get the videos done. So Mary has given me this long thing, which I've answered to her. It's amazing copy. Looking for a wall hanging you won't get tired of, or a gift with lasting impact. Thinking of decorating your room without spending the earth, blah, 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 blah. We hope you enjoy your unique handcrafted wall decor, and not only that, it is available only here and amazingly, at an amazingly, I'm guessing it should say there, affordable price. So the copy is there, and that could actually serve really, really well as a product description right at the end of your listing. But what I've given her back as feedback is what you've now got to do is edit. So you've got to cut that down into small bite-sized pieces. The idea was to get the script from this, so we need to cut it down into bite-sized pieces and put that through to InVideo.
People are going to be able to read it. quickly.
There are more tools on copyAI, which actually do give you video script. The reason why I use this, and I'd prefer to do more editing with it, is because of the concept of pain, agitate, solution, features to benefits. There's a whole load of really good sales scripts that it'll come up with, and I think that it works a lot better, with that. Looking for a wall hanging you won't get tired, or the perfect gift with lasting impact, thinking of decorating your room without spending the earth? Well, our silver dream catcher is here to save your day. Silver is modern, eye-catching and versatile. It works well for casual elegance to opulent grandeur. I'm sure you'll love our unique silver wall decor, and is only available here. What do you think, Kaz?
I think could probably be one line less, but maybe the last group.
I've got a different idea as well, Mary. Play a little bit with the too many words at the last bit, I think, as well. Yeah. But play a little bit with a few more concepts. Maybe split test it as well. So look, maybe say something like, sick of your old boring empty wall, or your
plain wall,
your mum's something or other on the wall, or the old something or other. With this, it'll become modern. It will be whatever. Maybe try some of that thought process as well. Play with it. Absolutely. I reckon you're on the right track, and there's no right or wrong. What you might find is one way will sell better, but the only way to know that is to test that. So I'm absolutely never going to say that something isn't going to work unless I've actually tested it, because I've been wrong multiple times. You're laughing at me, Kaz. You know. I know you know. All right, so this was the product. I did download the. I did download the. Hold on, sorry. I did download the images, and I've uploaded them onto InVideo. So I'm going to follow the instructions now that I gave you guys earlier, which was essentially go to InVideo and click text to video. Now I'm hoping that my internet holds up for this. I'm going to
soon see.
And we're going to click wide, because that's what we want. And then what I'm going to do, as soon as it actually loads, is I'm going to choose one of these templates. And right out of the box, you'll see that the templates actually do work well. I'm not sure what I used. I think I might have used this one. Or was it? No, it might have been this one in the actual video that I used. I'll use a different one this time, and I'll show you the result of having used the other one later. It doesn't really matter which one you use. Everything can be changed. So the colors can be changed. Everything can be changed. So all you need to do is select your wide and use the template. Now, shush a minute in video, because I want to tell everybody something. Can you see here where it says wide, square, and vertical? You start with one, and then the lovely robot in the artificial intelligence, the AI, once you've finished one, it will actually, with one click of a button, turn it into a square and into a vertical. In those cases, again, you might need to tweak something and make it a bit smaller, but 99% of it will be ready just with one click of a button. So you finish your whole wide video, click one button, and it turns it into a square. And 99% of the time, you can just use it as is. If you do need to tweak anything, it's not going to be anything major. Use this template, and let's go and see what this is going to do. So first of all, I grab the text that I used in the storyline. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab, come on, work for me. Don't want headers, no. How do I get back? Oh, come on, seriously? Control Z, no? Yeah, ooh.
There you go.
Don't confuse me. Copy, and then go back to InVideo and add it as a headline. Mary, I spoke about that earlier when it comes to Amazon, but I didn't expand. So this is a really good question. You want to go 16:9, which is the wide video for Amazon. Most places you will be asked for a 16:9. That's very standard in the industry, but Facebook, Instagram, in the actual feed, you want square ones, and in stories, you want vertical. I'm guessing Etsy is the wide one as well. So you can actually play with that. Yes, always is. Always is tough. It still works. Like I said, the AI does its job, but it's still, you still need to put in your human touch. All right, so we've got the script here, and it's all ready. And what we're telling it is to auto suggest images and videos. This is not to say that we're going to keep it with the images and videos that it's going to give us. This is just to say that we're going to start with those and then change them over and tweak it and what have you. And even with my slow internet, it's almost done. Let's see.
So if people want to do videos, they can always use their cameras, make sure they're on a tripod or something, and do either 3 second, 5 second, or 8 second videos. So you keep your camera still and then just have the video happening in front of it, whatever you're videoing.
You want to get a bit more than the 3 or 5 seconds, but then you just you just crop it. You crop it down.
Depends where you're adding it. Depends where you're adding it. You don't want to go too long on the video either.
Yeah, but then you're cropping it. You're cropping the bit that you actually want. So you just
playing with. If you can edit your videos down to certain sizes, sort of bite sizes.
Now look at this. Obviously, the AI is not as smart as we would like it to be, and it's chosen these. It hasn't even realized what kind of product it is. The word kids didn't actually come up in its brain process. Have your kids been inactive at school and at home, and there's an old man doing some exercises there? I'm just letting this actually load because it's taking its time because there's a lot of video happening, and my computer is just struggling. But essentially, kids love to roll the animal, to jump, bounce, skip, and lots more. And it's in a gym, right? So it's realized that we're talking about exercising. It has not realized that there's such a thing as a kid's exercise dice, and it doesn't know what to do with it. So here, what we're going to do is we're going to actually start editing what we've got in each one of the scenes. And most of that we can do right here in this view. What we have to do is grab the uploads that I've already uploaded in there. And Cavalico Kids exercise dice, well, that has to be a an image that I'm going to put in there from, say, I don't know, which one of these. They're not ideal. They're all square. So it's really not the best kind of. We need to get those
Deb
long.
hasn't got the original
No,
images
she
yet.
doesn't. And
Yeah.
we didn't really work on that. But what we can, and I could have probably done some editing for her, but at the same time, I know that she's going to want to do it on her own as well. But what this has done now, it's actually fit it to the screen. By the way, Amazon does not like black lines, left and right, top and bottom. So if you don't fit it to the screen, or if you don't edit it to be the whole screen, it's not going to pass the process. That they'll deny it for you, so it won't actually work. Now, there, as you can see, there's that isn't looking too good, but I can go in afterwards and edit. So I can go into each one of these and edit it. But in the meantime, let me just see what I can do about this. So, have your kids been inactive at school and at home? Well, you know what? I'm going to look for a video here that shows kids board classroom. And I'm going to look through an extensive library of videos that comes from iStock, and find one that shows me some bored kids and the way that I'm going to do it is drag it, put it in here. And I do want to get rid of the other one, but my internet is just jumping right now. So yeah, there's a kid in the classroom and he's bored shitless. And it's cut it up to 7 seconds. I can leave it that way, or I can make it a bit shorter. In order to make it shorter here, I would need to click on this and just trim the video to about 5 seconds maybe, just by pulling it a little bit here. And that's done. And let's watch that little bit of a clip. And you can change this. You can keep on editing as long as you want. Please wait a few moments while your assets load. Oh, hold on. Okay, that's not what we
Get rid of
wanted.
that man.
Yeah. It's really slow, love. Actually, I should have gotten you to do this on your screen. Your internet's probably a bit faster than mine. Now, one thing that you probably will notice, first of all, it's glitchy anyway in this particular view. As soon as it actually comes out the other side and it's finished, it's really a lot more professional, and it doesn't have the jumps and what have you, because again, the AI actually puts everything together and makes sure everything smoothly comes after the other, every one of those scenes. But one thing that you'll notice is the music sucks. Well, we can actually add music from here, and that makes it so much better. But in the meantime, I'm just going to go with what is already here. The next one is hours of screen time are not good for young kids, or whatever it was that I was saying in the actual script. I'm going to look for a video now that is about kids playing video games. Actually, I don't want them to be playing video games because they're probably going to be nice and happy in most of them. What I'm going to say is bored. Oops. bored in screen. I'm just giving it words, right? I can keep on searching, but essentially what I'm looking for is, remember the marketing framework? We want to show unhappy kids, bored kids, kids that are watching something that aren't looking very happy, something like that. So what I'm looking for, and I can keep on searching and searching until I actually find the perfect one. But what I could be looking for is something like, let's say what this is. Let's get. So here's the kids in front of the screen. Again, it's trimmed at about 6 seconds. We can make that a little bit smaller. We can actually move it. We can choose another spot for it to start or finish. There's a few things that we can do here to edit. And some of you, even if you've used different kinds of editing software, you'll do a better job than me again by just using the knowledge of. But yeah, this is something that I can use. It's essentially one that shows a couple of kids that are just watching a screen. Get rid of that one again. And here we go. Hours of screen time are not good for growing kids. And let's see what that looks like. Now, you see how the text jumps out onto the screen and what have you. All of that stuff is editable. Once you've finished with everything and you've changed all of them, and for instance, the next one is physical activity is important to their development. Okay, what do I want to see there? I'd be looking in the stock videos for something where kids are running in outdoors or something and they're happy, right? Because that's important to their development and how they're growing. Or I'd be looking for a video that shows a mum or dad measuring the kid's height, for instance, or a happy jumping kid doing something that's real. So that would be that scene there. This one would say it doesn't have to be hard to get kids excited with active and it hides it from me when I'm doing this right now, but that's only because of
active play.
Yeah. So yeah, it doesn't have to be hard to get kids excited with active play. You know what? Look there for a kid that's having a tantrum. Look there for a mum trying to take her kids somewhere or trying to play with her kid or whatever, because that will actually agitate the reality of how kids are being told to play, and they don't want to. They want to stay on the screens or whatever. Next scene would be Cavalico kids exercise dice. Engage kids of all ages. So here we would put one of our images with the kids in it. So an image of the dice with the kids in it. Or if you're really, really, really good, Debbie, you could get your kids holding the dice and getting ready to throw them. If it's a photo or a video, a 5-second one where a kid is actually throwing the dice, this would be an ideal place to put that. The next one is kids love to roll the animal, to jump, bounce, skip, and lots more. Again, something in terms of either the dice and the kids that are jumping, or look inside the stock videos and find some kids jumping or exercising or doing jumping jacks or whatever that will make perfect sense for this scene. And then encourages creativity, improves coordination and motor skills. that one again, you might have some text that you want to overlap. You might have the different sides of it that show you how it encourages creativity. So one side where it says do this might be something that the kid would do that would be creative. So put a scene there, whether it's a photo of the product or something similar. Getting the kids active is easy again, and that is the happy ending to the story. That is how you give them what it is that they want. Why are they here? They want to get their kids active, and they want to do it easily. And in this scene, we would have some kids that are jumping, running, happily giggling, parents with them, any of that sort of thing. Go into the advanced editor then after you've done all that. And in the advanced editor, you'll be doing a couple of things. You'll be tweaking whether it's your colors. By the way, before you even start this, add your colors in your branding. So there's an actual spot in your branding somewhere in here. Yep, brand presets. Add your colors in there. So if you've got specific colors, whether it's on your packaging or on your website, etc., you can put those in, and it actually pulls from your brand colors, and you can actually change the whole thing like that. So if you say here, change project colors, you can actually go in here and turn around and say, change everything to my brand colors, and apply, and everything changes colors after that. I used the wrong one. Sorry, guys, the internet isn't really working for me. So as soon as you've done that, it just goes and it changes everything to those colors. And my colors are actually blue and this peachy, whatever that is, and it's done a really crap job of doing that because it's chosen those two colors inside each other. But I can actually change it afterwards as well by going in here and changing the text color to white. There you go. And actually doing a whole load of changes in every single scene. If I want to change things in this image, all I have to do is, for instance, fit type. I don't like the fact that the square is taking up all that space. I can actually change that fit type to fit with a blur. Oops. It's my internet, guys. Internet.
Wonder.
I should have gotten you to do it, I swear. Why didn't I think of that? I should have just sent you my login details and gotten you in there to fix it. It's just taking forever, and then when I click on it again, it just disappears. So you can do fit with blur, fit with transparent, stretch the screen, whatever it is that you want to do.
Probably don't stretch.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't want to stretch it.
Do the others.
This is the kind of thing that you would get if you did the blur, and this is compliant from what I've realized, but you really don't want that many scenes like that. So you actually do want to get the longer ones and not get a blur in the background. But that's awesome. We've done that. You say it's saved automatically. If it doesn't do it fast enough, you can save it. And then right at the end, before you finish up and save the whole thing, you go into the music section and you type in kids pop, I don't know, funk. Is that a thing?
Pop or hip hop, because they're hopping.
Could be anything. Could be anything. Let's do some hip hop. Let's do some hip hop. Kids hip hop. Let's see what comes up. and then you just listen to it and decide which one you want. So let me see this one. Let me turn this around. Not liking the hip hop, Kaz.
No.
Hey. Any good?
Might want something a little bit bouncier.
Is that better? There are thousands. You are spoilt for choice. And then all you do is you click here and replace music, and it does it automatically. And
does that replaces it for the whole clip?
For the whole video, and you can do it in a section as well. That's a little bit more complicated for this particular webinar and for this particular videographer and editor. But the great thing on top of this is that it also does the fade-ins and fade-outs at the right times, so that it doesn't abruptly stop. It does all that stuff that you would want your video editor to do out of the box. Let's see if I can stop it. Yay! The music has stopped. So it does all of that as well. It does all the fade-ins, fade-outs if you've got multiple clips. And on top of that, you can actually do a voiceover as well, which, like I said in my previous one, I don't do for a couple of reasons. Mainly the reason is that in the USA, you would want a USA accent. But there's also AIs today, and I'll probably be playing with those shortly because I'm just right into the AI scene right now. There's actually AIs that sound like humans with any accent that you want. Again, there's SaaS software that costs nothing like an actual actor that would do a voiceover, and they're just really amazing. You wouldn't be able to tell that it's not a human if you didn't actually know. So there's all of that stuff that you can play with as well. But then once it's finished, all you have to do is download and share. And because I don't want to download and share this because I haven't actually completed it, the next thing that I can do is show you what I did earlier today, which was this one here. And again, please excuse it. It is not perfect in any way, shape or form. I know that Debbie can do better, especially if she's got the clips that we were talking about and the images that we were talking about. But this is the final result. And again, the video, let's jam. And because I think it's worth it, I'm going to tell everybody that this took me about 15 minutes to do. Probably about 20 minutes by the time I actually finished it and downloaded it and all the rest of it. But here goes one more time. I love the music.
Yeah. I like that one.
And the storyline is there. Look at the
Yeah.
happy ending.
That's good, the jumping at the end.
Wasn't that good? The storyline is there. That was exactly what I was aiming for. So, Debbie, I want you to make this better. There are things that you can do to make this better. It should not take you more than half an hour to get the perfect version of this. And you know what you have to do now. And just as a bonus, I'm going to show you, number one, how Julio's turned out, and number two, how it actually, this one was actually no touching from me, how it turned it into a square and how it turned it into a vertical. And this is Julio's one. Hold on. Hold on. I'm going to go back. And I'm going to do it one more time just so that you can get the Japanese vibe. That again is the right storyline. Whether you use different words or whether you use the same, it's the right storyline for the effect that we're going for. And let's then the next thing to do is just click on this where it says square and then duplicate. And when I did that, this is what came up, guys. This is just amazing. This is just crazy, crazy, crazy stuff.
It's clever.
It is just amazing how it does it. I didn't have to do a thing. And then if you're also doing Instagram stories or any kinds of stories really, and you want the vertical version, this is the vertical version. It just moves everything around. I can see Mary's impressed. Is video on your iPhone good enough? Yes, it is. I don't know who this is. I'm guessing it's Julio. Yes, on a newer iPhone, it would be fine. This is 1080, and that is the maximum that Amazon will accept, and that is the maximum really that you want on Facebook or anywhere else. So most new iPhones will do up to 4K, which is too big. So yeah, just upload it on into InVideo, and InVideo will bring it down where it's got to bring it to be the right size, etc. All right. That is
all the phones have got good enough quality video to do all this stuff, and you can play around with the slow-mo as well on the phones and get some cool slow-mo shots, save the dice being thrown in the air.
You can do slow-mo here too. You can speed it up.
Okay.
It is.
Yeah, but if you do it on the camera, on your camera as you're doing it, you can,
sweetheart, you know your stuff, and you can actually get some really cool stuff going there. I'm gonna tell everybody that I loved what I did. I really enjoyed it, but the reality of it is that this kind of job is not an alternative for a professional video. You and I both know that anything that comes out of your computer is going to be 1,000 times better than anything that I do on InVideo. So if you're going for that kind of quality, you do want to do it professionally, and Kaz is the person to go to. But for those things that you don't want to pay, and you want to do like a couple of split tests, and you want to play around for something with something, $7.50 is not a huge price.
This is great to get you going. This is excellent.
Absolutely. And $7.50 is not the same as paying a few $100, but it can't be the same. But it is the best quality pro result that you can get from a phone and a $7.50 piece of software that does everything for you. It is just amazing. All right, so let me go through Mary's. Oh my God. I don't know who this is. It's fun, isn't it? Yes, of course it's fun. Shortened it and added, so we're back as far as that. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out what I've missed. The second, yes, we went through that. Let me just make sure that I haven't missed anything. Yep. Thank you. Appreciate your comments, guys. What are the best sizes for what type of add-on listing on Facebook and Etsy? We answered that one. So you do want to start with a 16:9. That is probably your best size for most things. But then you can do the square and the vertical in this one as well. You're welcome, Mary. Anyone used photo booths boxes for these? What is she referring to? What is she referring to?
You could probably give it a go and see what it looks like. Photo booth, it has all different effects and stuff on it.
There you go. Good ideas. Great music to go with really good clips. Yeah, it worked well, didn't it? Oh, not me. It wasn't me. It wasn't well done to me. It was damn good. The software is good. I actually didn't do very much at all. Only because I don't know how to do anything. You can tell we're in lockdown. Duration of video, 30 to 45 seconds you want, 30 to 44 seconds you want it to be. The maximum on Amazon is 45 seconds. But as soon as you put it on 45, because there's always a millisecond on top of that, it knocks it back. You do want it to be shorter, not longer. As my son said to me yesterday, it's no use telling the whole story when nobody's there to listen.
Yeah. Keep it 30 and under.
He made me repeat that here. Photos for video. So the photo booth for the photos for I still don't understand the concept, but I know that Kaz got you. So yeah, that was. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. Essentially, that was the end of today. If you've got a script, and if you can put that script into a video, whether it's with InVideo the way that I showed you, or whether it's in any other way, I need you to get a video for me by tomorrow, because we're back here at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And tomorrow what we'll be doing is doing some keywords and creating the getting the keywords for a campaign. If you've already got an Amazon account, you bloody know how to create a PPC campaign. You don't need me. Oh no, says Mary, I'm giving her homework. Well, it sounds like you're going to be the only one that does this homework. So. But I do want everybody to jump in. I do want everybody to share their videos. Come on, guys, get in the group, get active, talk to each other.
Challenge time.
It's challenge time. Let's get this done.
Show your video.
You use your videos. Too much homework for me. It's lockdown. What else have you got to do? You haven't got anything better to do. We got a lot of work done here in Victoria for the last year and a half. Come on.
Yeah, what's a few weeks?
We've only been out of our shells for the last week or so, haven't we?
Yep, that's what I was at today.
All right, so yeah, get. Of course, I've got a point. I've always got a point. I'm always right. No, absolutely, get it done. Look, if you can't finish it off by tomorrow, that's not a big deal. We're still going to be there for another day working, and then everything will stay where it is for ages after that. So we can, yeah.
That's right, Riley.
That's the way, Brad. Do some videos. It's one of those things that goes down the bottom of the list because nobody ever knows how to do it. Guys, I'm not the best person to teach you in the tech when it comes to this software or any software whatsoever, but YouTube is your friend. So all you need to do is just go into YouTube and say, how do you change colors on InVideo? And then I do have a video of me and Abhilash in the group where Abhilash is actually showing you how to use the software. He is one of the founders of InVideo. And he goes into a little bit more depth. Again, it's not more than about an hour and a bit. So it doesn't go into a lot of depth, but at the same time, he's showing a lot more than what I was able to show you guys. I want you to go in there and watch that video if you're struggling with making any changes to your video. And at the same time, yes, it is still available. It's in this group. I've uploaded it already. I put a link into the guide. So if you go to this group, let me share my screen one more time. So if you go to the group and you click on guides, I have a whole lot of stuff in there, starting with, let me just get rid of that, starting with how to make video ads for a launch on Amazon with some text and what have you. There's a video there from me. And then there's also, this is the link to Abalash. This is the link to the previous tutorial that Andrew did about copyAI. Here's where I'm going to be putting the videos from today. There's also an InVideo tutorial here. There's the requirements from Amazon. There's a whole load of stuff here that will be interesting, and everything that we do in the group in the next couple of days, like between today and tomorrow, that will also go in there as well. So this is going to turn into a really good resource even for the future, even if you don't do anything or finish it off now, it'll still be there for you afterwards, and you'll be able to use it as a resource to complete your videos. And it's not just about the videos. The copyAI stuff is just amazing for everything. Your marketing content, everything. And if you're like Kaz and not like me, and you're actually doing more long form, because I have just given up on a lot of the work that I've been doing, because I'm really slow that way. You'll also be able to check out conversionAI. There's a link for that one too. It's great for blogs, great for books, great for anything that has to do with long form. Anything.
You can use it for anything. That's great. Any writing you're using, just edit it.
It's so handy, isn't it? It's so handy to have. At the press of a button, you've got somebody who's better than most people that you'd actually brainstorming with you, and such good results. Such good results. Yeah, who found a product from it? A product idea from it last time. There was some. We came up with a couple of good product ideas last time when we were playing with it. I know it's AI. I know it's a robot, but it's bloody as human as can get. All right, so we're going to say goodbye to everybody. I think we've given them enough homework to play with.
All those videos up there now. Everyone post your video.
Half the people this morning turned around and said to me that they actually, more than half, about 2/3 of them. There was about 16 people this morning, this early afternoon, and everybody was telling me that they're not going to be here tonight. Mary, 3 o'clock for another one of these to do keywords, and then at 7 o'clock tomorrow night we're going to do a workshop. Hopefully we're going to have enough people in there that have done some work and that can throw some work at me so that we can critique it and get the bloody thing finished. It takes 20 minutes. It does, Brad.
Brilliant.
It takes 20 minutes. Seriously, that's how long the other one took me. Isn't it great? I'm really, really happy with artificial intelligence. It's better than my intelligence by a long shot.
So clever.
All right, so I'm going to end the video. Stick around with me, Kaz. Everybody else have a good night, and I'll see you at 3. Night.
Night.
Bye.